How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of Person of Interest, episode 5 of season 4, which has been pretty solid so far, especially with this compromised position, of course, that Team Machine have found themselves in, obviously with Samaritan, with limited funds and all of that, having to blend in the shadows. But it was really great stuff with the focus on the Brotherhood, who made an appearance in episode 1, I believe it was. So, it was great to have a bit of continuation about that and finally meeting the lead, of course. So, yeah, who was, I guess, there right under our noses. So, yeah, but, obviously, they're going to be, I guess, kind of like Vigilant in a sense, where obviously you've got the main threat, that's, well, who knows? Because ultimately, Vigilance ended up being, I guess, kind of the final boss in a sense, even though that Samaritan, or at least, Greer did create them, but they would be popping here every now and again. Whereas the ultimate big bad, aka Greer, would be lurking in the shadows, ultimately as, I guess, the master boss, and obviously, that is the case with this season with Samaritan basically compromising Team Machine. So, again, the Brotherhood will be here and there, I imagine, especially since we got to meet the the ringleader of it all. So, yeah, but, it was great stuff that last episode. So, why don't we get into this episode of Person of Interest? It's episode 5 of season 4.
Across the country.
In the New York
boy.
race, we have incumbent Governor Murray leading 52-48.
This does not bring back some... Oh shit, and it can assess who you vote for, Democrat, Republican. Yeah. Elections don't bring back the greatest of memories, do they?
I'm in a real democratic mood. You always have a choice, even if it's between two bad options.
I can't go to prison.
That is very apt, isn't it?
Jump. Would you give us some space? I'm trying to negotiate.
Did he jump? Is he gonna... Oh! He was gonna try it as well!
I lied.
He was gonna try it!
I'm Dr. Campbell. Iris. Head variety.
Alright.
I don't need therapy. What she finds in that noggin, she'll need a hazmat suit.
Well, you might find therapy beneficial. It could provide balance.
Therapy doesn't work when you have to lie about everything.
Could you find a hobby or
it's
take
a
up
bit
sport?
difficult, isn't it?
I never lose, and I don't plan to start today.
Why would
Wow.
someone want to kill a numbers
Wow.
geek? No offense, Harold.
I'm not sure.
One would think that Simon could predict.
This is the first time for everything, though, Mr. Lee.
Trust me, you want me to take a break.
2 minutes. We got an election to win.
Jesus. I feel so bad for her.
UN translator. Secretary General has a thing for redheads.
Auburn does suit you.
Pity.
I'm folding. I'm
Sarah
folding.
retired.
Oh. I was gonna fold.
Lots. It also comes in digital.
Oh, this will be useful indeed.
She also has a message for you. Sometimes it's better not to know.
Ignorance is bliss. You could have gone with ignorance is bliss, to be fair.
All eyes on
That's
the gubernatorial
practically
race.
the same
We've been seeing some
message.
surprising-
We fought a good fight.
Well,
This
well.
wasn't supposed to happen.
Damn
No,
right
you
it
never lose.
wasn't.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh, things just got ugly.
Murray has hundreds on his.
Now this is an election I can get into.
Stop it, Shaw! Stop it! You would be terrible in 10 years later.
A project gonna catch terrorists or kick ass at 5th grade math.
Both eventually.
Yeah, poor Alice. Poor
Testing
Alice!
the core code, the higher functions, to ensure
Oh.
that the system works. Because it lied. This system will have unprecedented capabilities.
It's already having a mind of
along
its
with
own.
potentially unprecedented consequences. If we don't govern carefully, we risk disaster.
This is like right after 9/11 as well, and now the machine has taken a mind of its own on its baby. Yeah.
Calls and they didn't vote.
Simon, we lost.
She bought
I never
votes. I'm
lose.
kidding.
Murray, the election was rigged.
There it is.
You're a good kid, but you should go.
If somebody rigged this election,
Maybe it
Simon
was-
would have stumbled into something he's unequipped to handle. Ms. Shaw,
He got shot. And I tried to help him, but he bled out. I almost quit the force because of that.
Oh, that is. Was that talking about Carter? Because, yeah, she bled out. He almost quit this whole shit. We all know he was done with the machine. He was done with this whole thing. And then he got convinced to come back, of course, but I don't you have to play it delicately as well because of the fact that you can't give the game up. But with therapy, you have so you're trying to mask the truth in a sense. You got to do that because you can't. They'll suss it out, but you can't tell the truth if Samaritan may be watching.
Riley, most officers are never in a shootout. You've seen 6. You either have a hero complex or a death wish. So
Both?
which is it?
Maybe both.
You've reached Mark Walcott.
Maybe both.
Leave a message. Mark, this is Simon.
Oh,
I'm going to get
hells.
evidence from the
Arrested. Really not a great time.
Kevin, the election was fixed. I compared the vote tallies to our exit polls. Hundreds of thousands of votes across the state disappeared. I need to look at the
Samaritan!
ballot scanners.
They can rig this shit.
it's as if the calls just disappeared, hit an invisible wall.
This
Oh.
is why she wanted me here.
Shit!
It's all connected.
He's got a gun! Let's get out of here, come on!
I had a feeling he was gonna do something shifty. Oh shit!
Simon saw the calls, the votes, the emails. The election was fixed by something that could manipulate electronic signals without a trace.
Samaritan
rigged the election.
Of course they did!
Now it's cleaning up.
Of course they did!
It seems to have imprinted on me.
You're like a baby bird.
Yeah!
Have fun, mommy.
You're not my parent. Go away, you.
Trying to escape into the real world. It manipulated you into giving it your password so that it could access your laptop.
How bad would it have been?
Its objectives. I need to constrain it, control it,
The things that he was lectured for.
or one day it will control us.
This kind of gives you a bit of an ominous warning about Samaritan, right? But it's the thing he was lectured for.
Brand new shadow. But I'll ditch him.
Evading your tail will only make things worse.
I don't care, I'm gonna help.
I'm sorry, John. The
Oh,
only
it's
way
a bit
you can help
reckless,
is to
isn't
lay
it?
low. Go to your therapy, get back on active duty. If you lose your job, you lose your cover, and we all pay the price.
Yeah, it's a bit risky. Oh, yeah. Sorry, John. It's it's tough.
Where has he been? Since the machine spoke to you. There's no need to lie to me.
Oh.
When the machine speaks, you seem so
Shit.
full of life, purpose,
She's
but lately you seem
directionless.
lost.
A message encrypted in infomercial. She was supposed to remake the world.
Oh,
Now
dude.
God's on the run.
A victory celebration tonight. I'll deliver this to her anonymously. If she steps down of her own accord, there's no reason to involve the press.
Just say, hey, it would be a shame.
Competition, Harold.
Yes. It
I'm
would
not
be a
sure that was a compliment. And I
Yeah.
hope those won't be necessary.
Me too.
I love their interactions.
Fit in that person seeing us and without Simon realizing what we're doing.
Any ideas how I do that?
Fall back now. There's an operative here for Simon. Think she's Samaritan of... That woman wasn't here for
What
Simon.
the shit?
Samaritan sent her to kill Perez.
Yeah! What the shit? Oh! Oh my god!
Harold?
Oh!
I'll give it one more try tomorrow. I taught it how to think. Just need to teach it how to care.
Yeah, the empathy cycle.
Hey, Lance, there's a camera across the next intersection. He needs to turn right to remain hidden.
I'll give him a nudge.
Always dramatic.
Whose car was that?
Someone who needs a good mechanic. Keep your eye on the prize, Harold.
I'd get off the grid until he can assess the situation. But the hotel will have security cameras.
Yes.
It's not a divinity. I programmed it to pursue objectives within a certain parameter, but it's grown out of my control. One day, to
getting
suit its
a
own
bit too
goals,
OTT.
it's possible that the machine will try to kill us.
Ooh.
We are only numbers to it. Code.
No, the machine cares about us.
For is to survive them.
She loves us, Harold. She taught
She
me
would
to
not
value life.
do
but
anything
war
heinous.
requires sacrifice.
Oof.
I'm not lost. I'm scared. We're losing.
Comrade. And a friend.
If the worst comes to pass,
We're not losing you.
if you could give Shaw a message.
I think she already knows. We will win this war.
Chat, what's that supposed to mean? Chat, what is that supposed? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Let's go, Root. Root's not dying, no. Root ain't dying.
Haven't forgot about Simon.
Oh, that's nice. Too bad you're not getting to him. Root's good company, though.
Rude, are you all right?
Thought I'll see you, Harold.
You're not dying.
Fun ride.
You're not dying. I will.
I've got Simon.
And she had a lethal interaction with potassium. Are you saying that a banana tried to kill you?
What about the other things? Calls disappeared. Boats disappeared. The shootings, the car crash. I got mugged. I woke up in a dumpster.
And yet here you are, right as rain.
Oh, damn. Damn, Finch.
It's going to be a long fight, but it must be won at any cost.
Root got. Please, sir. Ah.
I knew a detective once. She was the best cop I ever knew.
Oh.
Never lost sight of good and evil.
And we miss her.
If I don't save these people,
Who will?
nobody else will.
Who will?
I think we're making progress.
Opened up about Carter, and I'm. I feel like they're touching on the fact that Carter's death still impacts him.
I have to be 1,000. Today
Anna.
I'm a pastry chef. No work while I recuperate. I was caught in the crossfire of a drive-by shooting.
Ah, damn. Poor Hannah.
Lobotomized.
I'm here to offer you guidance for the road ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Hayes, Office of Intergovernmental
Are you
Affairs.
shitting me?
We have much to accomplish.
Wow. It's just messed up, though, that they had
We New Yorkers feel
Confused. Michelle killed.
at sea.
Interference.
Well, Martine, that's not up to me, is it?
Find the No. We don't do that.
It's time we had a talk, you and I.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Hey? They were trying to do something to me when it came to the potential of Root dying. Wasn't having that. Bastards. Yeah, that was a fantastic... I think that was probably my favorite episode so far of this season. I know, early days, but we've been about a month into this season and it's been great. It's just been great, but man, that was... Yeah, that was incredible. It was a bit intense. Yeah, it was a bit intense, obviously, with Root and the possibility that, well, things might not fare well for her, but we live to fight another day. So, yeah. I do worry there might be a case where Root might have to die for the greater good for the machine. I do worry. And it's not it's not a thought that I want to entertain, because Root is a very amazing character. I think she's just my favorite of the show. Just, yeah. So I was not ready for... I mean, the fight with her and Terminator Lady, yeah, with her was just great. It was very intense. The way she taunts Samaritan as well. If she flipped them the bird, that would have been the icing on the cake, but it was great. But man, I mean, I had a bad feeling. This is what Samaritan could do, though, that they would rig this whole shit show. They can puppeteer the politicians, your mayors, your presidents even. They can do that. And I was just thinking about the possibility that, yeah, is a Samaritan because Simon was someone who was like, oh, I never lose. I'm always a winner, etc. And it's like, well, there's got to be a first time for everything, bud. So, yeah. But even so, he was so convinced that the election was rigged. And yeah, you can have that mindset, especially in, 2025 and all of that. So, yeah. Like... I had a good feeling that we were going to go there in terms of Samaritan. Yeah, that Samaritan would rig this shit. So, but I didn't account for them to kill Perez off. But I guess it's a situation, and that I guess is, and I don't want to bring this up and all of that because but. You think of a certain president, right? What would happen if he kicked the bucket? Would Kamala Harris be in charge? No, I believe it would be the vice president for a reason. So, and there are some people who do think that things would be a bit worse with him in charge. I'm not going to go into a full debate on it. I am just throwing out what people have said, so don't at me in the comments and all of that. But I know that there have been people who have said that, and you just got to think that this could be an absolutely insane move for Samaritan to make. So yeah, especially reaching out to 58. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. But it is absolutely a crazy idea with them being able to rig this as well. So yeah. So it's just crazy with thinking about how how the technology is in a show like this, and just installing it into real world scenarios like an election and how it can be rigged and all of that. And don't get me wrong, I've heard about, there are ideas about elections that they can be rigged and all of that. I mean, even in the UK here, whenever it comes to elections, there's always people talking about make sure to bring a pen because they will they have a pencil for a reason, just in case they erase the votes and put it to what they want. Ideally, I've heard that's another thing that is very, very I guess that is a very popular consensus when it comes to I guess over here and all of that. But it's not like rigging elections and all of that is something that is unheard of, or it's too meta for it's too unrealistic, should I say, for person of interest to do. It's a thing. It's a thing that people worry about, and with Samaritan, it's a plausible thing. It's just demonstrating how powerful how powerful they can be. So, yeah, but it was also a very, very great move to make when they were chasing Simon down, and they had to make sure that Simon was cut off, but they also had to make sure that they weren't seen and all of that. So, yeah, they had to keep a very, very they had to be distant when it came to as well as concealed when it came to Simon. So, yeah, but it just works really, really well. So, yeah, especially with him on the chopping block, and then you've got the Terminator woman who, or the Terminator, should I say, who was just out. I mean, it does give you Terminator vibes. I'm just gonna say, and that's why I've called her that. So, yeah, but yeah, so it was just really, really incredible stuff. But it really put Root in the spotlight, especially when she's been talking about the machine and all of that, and how distant she is from that for this time. So, yeah, really loved Root's focus. Again, I was worried. I was really, really worried about what they were going to do, because they were really hamming it up, weren't they, in terms of, well, there is the possibility something could happen to her. So, yeah. But it was just really, really, it was just really, really great. I just love the idea of, when it came to Root in this episode, her and Finch's scenes. I mean, a couple of times this season, anyways, they've been immaculate, and this one was no different. So, especially the fact that, I mean, I did feel like, okay, it might be a bit of a stretch considering, 2 seasons ago and all of that, but I think they have come so far and all of that, have Root and Finch. So when Finch calls her a friend, it's just okay. So, yeah. Again, they've been through so much. They've been through so much development. This show is not like gonna just throw out the word friend as a baseless word or anything like that. This show is a very intellectual show, and it's a show that really knows what it's doing. So when Finch throws around the term friend, you think, well, there's 2 seasons ago, and you're right to think that. But at the same time, we do have character development when it comes to, Finch and Root. So, yeah. And it's just been, it's just a really, really good, it's just a really, really kind of feel good moment, I would say. So, yeah. But it was just very interesting as well, because I think he's starting to see who Root really is, in a sense. I don't know if that kind of makes sense, especially with her not being as connected to the machine as, well, previously thought. Even Finch was able to suss that out without Root even having to bring it up, and Root wasn't exactly going to hide from anything. So yeah. But it was really, really important to see that, you know, a bit more of Root. Root has always had this connectivity. Like, she's always tried to have some kind of connectivity and some attachment to the machine. And now she is completely lost. And, you know, they were talking about how she must be so scared and so alone and all of that. So, yeah. And it's so fitting that Finch is like, whilst Root is in the dark and all of that, it's so fitting for Finch to reach out to her, whilst she's in this kind of darkness, this absence, because he is integral to the machine and all of that, as Root has pointed out. So, yeah. So it is just, and of course, we saw in this episode the flashbacks as well, and some depth into that as well, in terms of like the 40-odd different iterations, which is crazy. And then realizing it had to be hobbled, it had to be crippled in order for it to not go berserk, basically. So, and it was great to see Nathan again, because obviously last time we saw him, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was just really, really insane seeing how, you know, Finch had to keep making attempt after attempt after attempt, and they even tried to kill each other, the AIs. So yeah, but we all know that Finch would ultimately succeed, but it's just how we began with this episode and all of that, and how things started to go erratic. So it was just insane. But yeah, it was great to go into those flashbacks. But again, the Root and Finch connections were just great. Now I want to talk about something. I think some people will know what I'm going to talk about. I posted it on Blue Sky as well, because I'm like, but with well, you already know that, but with Root, not sure if she's going to be making this out alive and all of that. She said if you could give Shaw a message. I think she already knows. I don't want them to play with my heart like this, because it's gonna get broken. I feel it. But come on. It was rhetorical when I was like, what did they mean by that? It was rhetorical, but I'm sure you already know that. But I was like, I had to take a moment to breathe, because I have been advocating for Shoot since, I've been advocating for Shoot for a long, long time. All right? And for that to just be addressed in a sense, it was like, come on. Now, do I think the ship's gonna happen? No. I could be wrong. I want to be wrong. There are times in life where I want to be wrong so bad, and this is one of those times, because I want Shoot to happen. I want the kiss. So yeah, but we'll see. I just had to. Yeah, they know what they're doing, and I just lost it at that moment. So, yeah. But I even think that I think this is the first, like, he always calls her Miss Groves. But I think this is really the first time he's really directly called her Root. So, yeah. So again, that really solidifies things in terms of recognizing Root as a person. She's no longer talking to the machine because of the severities that there would be when it comes to Samaritan. So, yeah. But yeah, Amy Acker is just incredible. She is just really, really incredible. And this episode, yeah. That's why I wasn't wanting to believe anything in case this was going to be it when it comes to the survivability of Root, because I mean, she just killed it in this episode, and it's like, if it's one of those cases of, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out with a bang. So thankfully she did not, but she's really pissed off Samaritan, so but yeah. Oh. But yeah, it was really, really great stuff. But yeah, I mean, the flashbacks I've already talked about, which are great. And, you know, just seeing how rapid the machine tried in terms of having a mind of its own. And that lack of empathy when it comes to humanity. So, yeah. But it was just really, really scary stuff. So, you know, especially talking about the differences in terms of the human element versus, you know, the objectives that, you know, the machine would have. So, and just imagining that with Samaritan as well, because of course there is no crippling that. It's a free bird, really. But Harold had to make sure, and this was right after 9/11 as well, Harold had to make sure that it would not be a jeopardy to the human race. So, yeah, scary stuff. So yeah, and then there was, of course, Reese, who was going to therapy. Yeah. Now, I am glad that they did touch upon the Carter meant. As I've said, yeah, it's a new season, but the severity of things are going to be there for Reese. And I think it was in the first session that he had. He did talk about, because I was thinking, is he potentially going to have to play this off as low key and all of that, just in case Samaritan catches wind? He can't exactly lie, but he might have to as well. So, yeah. But I think the story, like, I did call something out in terms of, was he referencing Carter? And then he did talk about Carter the next time around, but it was the way he was like, I almost quit because of it. And I'm just thinking parallels to, well, he almost ditched this whole shebang when it came to Carter's death. We know how Reese took it with episode 10, and then episode 11 and 12. Obviously, he was checked out, and he was still checked out by episode 13 on the plane. He wasn't intending to come back, but he got drew back in. So, yeah. But it is very powerful that he is still affected by, obviously, what happened to Carter. As are we. It still sucks to this day. So, yeah. But yeah, that was a fantastic episode. Really, 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 really fantastic stuff. And a great focus on Root, especially with where she's at right now with a lack of communication with the machine for understandable reasons. It's not like they've had a spit spat, but yeah, I just can't get over that talk about shoot. Nah. Like, I do love my ships and all of that. I do love ships. But there are some ships, whether I guess they are confirmed or not, because some ships you can subscribe to, but they don't necessarily happen in shows and all of that. There are some ships that I am just clinging on to so much. Fitzsimmons from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. being a prime example of that, because I love them so much. My favorite ship of all time, and that's never going to be toppled. And I think Shoot is definitely up there. There is just something about their dynamic that just works. And then in this episode, Root had to do my heart like that. God, I'm gonna hate this show, aren't I? When like something bad happens, but yeah. But yeah, it was a really, really fantastic episode. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!